need to try to get my paper.
My philosophy has been for a long time that I don't play penitentiary with them. I don't play hostages. I don't play riots. If there's a group that decides to do that, then I plan on coming in and killing them. I mean, that's just the way it is. You're not going to riot in my penitentiary. The word goes out, everybody that don't want to be involved, get to the east side of the yard. And anybody that's left standing, they're going down. It's just that simple. It's just the way it is. I have to control this prison. The system has to control. They have to respect that before they can get on to anything. Before we can get on to the drug treatment or anything, they have to know the system is going to control.
Where is this one page on here that's got the molecule of methamphetamine? See, like this, there's THC. Here it is right here.
Right.
Now there's the benzene ring, right? How are you going to bond the 2-propanone to the benzene?
I don't know. You're supposed to be explaining this to me.
Oh, well, it's a good place for a question, wasn't it?
He's the best chemist in the state of Oklahoma, as far as I'm concerned. Knows what he's talking about. It's the best person to learn it from.
And you're hoping to get out and get into the chemical profession?
It's a possibility.
How frequently do you meet with your tutor?
Regularly.
Whenever he gets out of bed.
All right. Now get a case of Budweiser and start drinking the beer. You know, back whenever we had prohibition against alcohol, you could not take the people's alcohol from them. They was going to have it, and that's all there is to it. That's that way with the drug deal right now. With all the drugs that people take, you might as well let them take them if they want to, because they're going to do it. And as soon as you figure that out, the better off you're going to be. There's nothing you can do about it to stop it. You're not going to be able to keep putting people in jail. Sooner or later, it's going to bust at the seams, and you're going to say, well, hold it. We got so much of the population in jail. We're going to have to let them out so they can drive our trucks and run our factories. It's pitiful.
On my side, then that gives me another shell in my artillery to get the inmate to come around.
I love you. We haven't seen you in a while.
You didn't bring baby dog to see
No.
my dad? Yeah, we've been through some rough times, ain't we, buddy?
The best. I wouldn't trade you. You've taught me things I never taught in a book.
Y'all burned my drug lab up? Kenny said y'all throwed it right in the fire and burn it.
Well, that's where it needs to be.
Mom, there's some things in life you don't burn up.
Yes, and that's
When
what
you find your son's drug lab under your house, don't burn it up.
You get
It's
rid of
very
it.
evil.
No, it ain't. You've
I'm broke of the habit.
You have tried and tried and tried all your life to sell drugs, and you're not going to, because you belong to the Lord Jesus. And you'll never, never, never be a drug dealer. Never in your life. And you have really tried.
Looky there. What are you doing, fella?
I feel like I already
Well, I know it. How are you?
Can I have a hug? Oh,
Hi, John.
I
Nice
tell
to
you,
meet
I really appreciate you. Bless your heart.
Well, good. We appreciate y'all too. I think it's something when we can finally get together
I do
and
too.
fix him.
Isn't that nice?
Because he needs a little work yet.
Well, I know that. And you got your work cut out for you, see. But I'll help you all I can.
Good. Well, good. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I like to think I'm good at what I do. I'm not a very good plumber or a mechanic.
The best methamphetamine producer that they have anywhere in this part of the Bible Belt. I would have 2 55-gallon drums, and I would pull a lawn chair in the middle, and I would stack Budweiser this high, and I would have 2 titty dancers dancing on the table, stripping and having a good time, and I would start drinking beer, and the mixture would be in here ready to go except for the aluminum, and I would drink the beer and drop one aluminum can in this side and one in this side and continue until the bubbles started jumping out of the can and started tearing the skin off of you, and then I would move my chair back to the second 55-gallon drum, and you make about 600 pounds pounds in 2 55-gallon drums, and that's $9 million.
$9 million.
$9 million.
What does it do to you?
I feel like a wild buffalo out on the prairie, ready to go, running around, going wild, and all kind of sexual things running through your mind, and you want to try them all at one time. One day, I had this girl bent over the toolbox in the back of a pickup, and she was screaming, "More, baby, more, baby, more." We passed by this buffalo. He had a dong about this long, nearly hanging to the ground. I screamed at him and I said, "Hey, how about some help over here? She wants more." She looked over at the buffalo and she said, "Oh, I'd never leave you if you had that." I said, "Damn." So, I mean, I was pounding her. You know, I had 200 pounds of jackhammer ass running like a pneumatic hammer on her, man, and I couldn't just do enough for her. She was trying to kill me. How are you going to bond the 2-propanone to the benzene?
I don't know, you're supposed to be explaining this to me.
Oh, well, it's a good place for a question, wasn't it?
He's the best chemist in the state of Oklahoma as far as I'm concerned. Knows what he's talking about. It's the best person to learn it from.
And you're hoping to get out and get into the chemical profession?
It's a possibility.
How frequently do you meet with your tutor?
Regularly.
Whenever he gets out of bed.
All right. Now get a case of Budweiser and start drinking the beer. You know, I'm gonna get my knife, and everybody that gets within knife distance gets stabbed.
Anybody?
Anybody. Stay away from me. I want to die of old age. At age 89, I'm going to be chased out of the bedroom of a 18-year-old jealous husband, and I'm going to trip over a fence made out of crank into the street and get hit by a Budweiser truck going 80 miles an hour. That's my idea of going out.